Welcome to the art of everything, the meaning of life, and sometimes things about crisps. You're tuned into episode 12 of You Call That Radio. Coming up later on, we have an extended interview with one of my all-time heroes, Steve Mason. This is episode 12 and day 10 of no smoking for me. Actually, can we cut that, Hamish? Can we just cut that? Aye, I sound like a fucking game show host. I want this to be right. This is a big deal having Steve Mason on the show. I want this to be a good episode. I want it to be perfect. And also, day 10 of no smoking in episode 12 sounds a bit clumsy. So I was thinking I'll maybe just pretend it's day 12 of no smoking. I mean, nobody will know the difference. It's not going to bother anyone. Nothing will come of it if I just pretend it's day 12 of no smoking, episode 12. And I'll just come in a bit cooler as well, so I don't sound overly enthusiastic. All right, okay, cool. Right, okay, I've got it, okay. Did you delete that? Delete that take? Have you deleted that take? Right, okay, let's go. Let's take two. You Call That Radio. Welcome to the art of everything, the meaning of life, and sometimes things about crisps. It's You Call That Radio, day 12 of no smoking, and it's episode 12. What'd you make of that? That's mad, isn't it? It's, synchronicity. Aye. Serendipity. I don't know, but it's definitely day 12 of no smoking for me, and it's definitely episode 12. So, for those who don't know, it's not exactly my first attempt at not smoking, but I've actually found it really easy this time, because I've been off the social media. No alcohol, no caffeine, or any other things, apart from crisps and ice poles. But I think the reason it's been that easy is I've not really been on the internet. I've had a bit of a cold, so I just didn't go on social media much, or very little. And I think, I'm not saying it's your fault for me smoking, but definitely seems to be a lot easier to not smoke if you don't have to deal with people either in real life or on the internet. So I think maybe I'm just going to eventually scrap the internet. In fact, do you know what'd be quite good? If maybe one of the listeners, we have a wee raffle or something every week, like a lottery or something, and someone that listens to the show's got to go on the internet and find out if anything's been happening on the internet, and find out if we've been missing anything, you know what I mean? We could just, I don't know, we could just have a segment called What's Been Happening on the Internet, or something like that, and then it's just so we're not missing anything important, but then we don't need to deal with social media or anything like that. So, as if there is anything even happening on the internet. I mean, let's be honest, the internet's been shite recently. It's just strangers arguing with other strangers in comment sections. And sometimes I get tempted myself, but I just remind myself, I don't need to, I just say to myself, you don't need to type stuff. The comments section will be just fine without you. You don't need to type. It'll actually be okay. The internet will be okay without my input. And it's pretty mental to think that you're going to get another guy you've never met to admit that they're completely wrong and you are right. It's a very unrealistic and very addictive computer game on an extremely high difficulty setting. And people are playing it all the time, just having, online battles with anonymous avatars that will never agree with you. You don't even know these people. They usually have a flag as a profile picture. You're arguing with a flag, mate. You're arguing with a flag. And all computer games are stressful when you don't get to any of the next level. You're just stuck in the first level, ground level, and everybody's unhealthy and unhelpful, and so are you. And there's this vicious cycle of angry people bouncing off of each other like dodgems in a bouncy castle. Unhappy people making each other unhappier. And I'm not saying Scotland was healthy before the internet, maybe we were the virus that infected the internet, and now the whole world is chain smoking, eating fish suppers, and arguing with their enemies on the internet. Enemies they've never met. We speak more to our enemies that we've never met than our own friends and families these days. Just remember, you don't need to type anything. I know that people say annoying things, but the comment section will be fine without you. In fact, it's almost always better if you don't type something. Because we live in a world where people... Wait, this is my other thing that I hate, apart from the arguments in the comment sections of the internet, is people ask a lot of you. People want instant access to you. They want an instant reply all the time. So see if you're typing in a comment section, Facebook will feed that to the person that you've not replied to. It will show up in their newsfeed. And then they'll be like, oh, he's online. I seen him. Did you see him? He's online. Hasn't replied yet to me, the bastard. But he's online. I mean, I think Facebook deliberately does grass shit in because, like, I kind of gave up on Facebook when they brought in the wee tick where Facebook grasses you in to say that you've seen the message. There's a wee tick. And that always annoys me. It's like, well, how do you know I've seen it? I could be in a different room and just left the laptop on. I could have fell asleep with my head on the desk. You can't. Facebook can't see out of my retina, out of my eyeball yet. Yeah, anyway, that is... just because it's saying it's seen, I could be drunk. Too drunk to read, or too drunk to remember it, or busy. It could be relationship drama. There could be a friend going mental drama. There could be an emergency. I could be sick. I could be dead. And there's also a method to the madness. I don't always answer straight away because maybe I don't know the answer to the question, or it's in the morning and I've not loaded up yet, and I need to load up, with some sort of hot beverage and just kind of it takes me a wee while to wake up. Trust me, you wouldn't want me to answer your question before I've loaded up. So I've got to psych myself up into the inbox zone. So like, say I wake up and I've got 5 questions or 10 questions to respond to, and I've just woke up and I've got all these messages, and I'm in the inbox zone. I'm like, right, okay, let's do it. And the first request that I have is someone saying, all right, Mark, can you share it? Can you share my new music video? And I'll be like, I check it out and I like it, and the person's sound, they'd probably share mine. So I'm like, I'll write a nice thing about this video and I'll share it. But then that means the other 4 people that I haven't replied to yet are like, he's not replied to me yet. Because I need to open up each message individually, or otherwise I'll forget about the message that came before it. So they're like, oh, he's on the internet. Did you see, he just shared the video, he's on the internet. And then that's when they hit you with the intrusive douche. It's like a question mark. You ever get that? A solitary question mark. Dink. It's not a dink. A dink's more for contactless payments. This is definitely a douche. An intrusive douche. Just a question mark. Basically someone saying, I can see you're online. What about me? Now, by the way, I'm not going to go anyone who asks me to do stuff. I'll always go my way to help if I possibly can. Feel free to contact me all times, but don't expect an instant answer, and please don't do the solitary douche a question mark. Don't send me a fucking question mark. You know what I mean? Just the internet's just people, they think they've got 24-hour access to you, and they can just get an instant reply from you at any second. And there's other things going on. You know what I mean? You can be busy, and I'm just sort of just minding my own business, and then it's like, what the fuck's that? What's that? See, that's what I'm talking about. There's a douche. There's a douche coming right now. Hold on, my laptop is ringing. Someone's phoning my laptop. What a fucking day and age we live in. Someone's phoning my laptop. What the fuck's that?
Hello? Is that Marvin Alltrad? Oh, sorry, Marvin Alltrade.
Yeah, it's Mark Alltrades. Who's that?
Hi, Marvin. This is Harold Arbuthnot, the Managing Overseer of the Office of Fair Podcasting, or OOFP for short.
What?
We have
Office of Fair Podcasting. What's that?
the office. You've never heard of the Office of Fair Podcasting?
Mate, I'm new to
assume,
it. I've just started.
Well, I'd like to assume that you have done all due diligence in understanding the authorities behind the actions you're taking online, Mr. All Trades.
Yeah, I ticked the box. Why are you phoning me? Is this a sales call?
Listen, no, absolutely quite the opposite. And it's quite a serious call, Marvin. Listen to me. My monitoring gurus have identified a breach of subsection 3, paragraph L of the Protection from Lies and Inexcusable Disinformation in Podcasting Policy, or PLIDIP for short. Now, this is quite a serious... As I told you, it is the Protection from Lies and Inexcusable Disinformation in Podcasting Policy. Now, we have determined that upon your IP, and that is Internet Protocol Address, that you have stated you've been off the fags for 12 days. Is that correct, Mr. All Trades?
Yeah, that's correct. I've not smoked for 12 days, and it's episode 12.
Would you tell me that that is all the truth and nothing but the truth, Mr. All Trades?
Yeah, aye. It's
now,
it's synchronicity, because it's like, you know, it's like Steve Mason's on this episode. It's episode 12, and I've not smoked for 12 episodes.
Well,
so it's kind of like that's kind of the point.
Well, unfortunately, the evidence points to bootleg of serendipity, my friend, as we have reason to believe it has only been 10.
Well, bootlegging serendipity, bootlegging synchronicity. I've never heard anything. You can't.
Listen,
you can't.
You can rhyme all you like, but it's simple. You have breached section 3, paragraph L. Now, I have to say that rules are rules. I'm simply the messenger, okay? As I said, my name is Harold Arbuthnot for your rest.
Just like a job.
Absolutely not. I uphold peace.
We did phone it. You're phoning my. Why are you on my computer? I don't even know. It's how have you even heard that conversation? That the podcast isn't even in yet.
Again, I would like to point to your due diligence in the processes you undertake online, Mr. All Trades. Now, let me just say that I have powers, in short. And in this breach that you have given, I have the power to absolutely restrict your access from ever podcasting again. Does that sound serious enough, Marvin?
Wait. I want to do the podcast. I'm just starting to get at the podcast. Don't...
Now, listen, unfortunately, ignorance of the law is no excuse, and the Office of Fair Podcasting will not stand for it. Now, I will give you one chance, Mr. Aldridge.
Well, do you know what? The way I see it is, right. What is your name, sorry?
It is Harold Arbuthnot.
Right, I'll just call you Harry. Sorry, I'll just call you Harry, right? Okay, Harry. Right,
it's Harold.
Script,
it's
right.
Harold.
Right, well, this is the script. For some reason, you shouldn't have heard this podcast because it's not out for another 2 days yet, so I have no idea how you've managed to hear that conversation. Secondly,
you must have agreed to the terms of service of the provider you're using, Marvin.
It's going to come out on day 12 of no smoking, episode 12. So basically, there's no harm done here. Like I promise, there's no harm. No,
there's only harm and lies. Only harm and lies, and the truth shall out, my friend. Now, I have to say that unless you order a full and total retraction within the podcast that are recorded and issue a public apology to the bequeathed of the internet, then I will potentially think about calming down on this.
Right, this is the thing. Right, you've intruded into my. I was just talking. I don't even know how you've heard this, but this podcast isn't out till I'll have done 12 days of smoking at the time this podcast comes out. So episode 12 comes out after 12 days.
Listen.
So how do I...
Listen, you can live fancy in the fact that at least somebody listens to your podcast. Okay?
Oh, that's harsh. That's harsh.
Harsh.
There's no need for that. Is I know like a section where you're not to just be cheeky to...
Are you going to issue the apology within the podcast recorded?
What's happening, man? What's happening?
Listen, Unfortunately, this is real. This is real, and you have
Get a
to
fucking
listen
computer.
to what I'm saying. Marvin,
Get a fucking computer. Get a fucking computer.
Marvin, do not
Hi,
hang up
Harry.
on me.
Bye.
Bloody cheap. Try to say that's no intrusive. That's an intrusive douche. This place is getting worse by the day. By place, I mean internet. What's happening? What's happening in the internet? What's happening in the internet?